don't know about you, but in wintertime, my soul tends to play the blues. This is a dark season, just naturally, because the sun is up less and is down more. So what do you do when things are feeling a little bit less than inspired? You're finding yourself perhaps sleeping more, or not socializing as much as you usually do. Maybe you even notice that you're eating or snacking late at night to feel better. Or maybe you're just binging a lot of Netflix and not really doing the things that you need or want to do at the end of your day. I want to talk about seasonal affective challenges that come up in wintertime. The soul singing the blues, it's a real thing. About 1.5% of people share that they get seasonal affective disorder symptoms down in sunny places like Florida. But that goes up to about 10% in less than sunny places like Alaska. So if you live anywhere in between those spaces and you find yourself that you slip into the winter blues at this time of year, I hope you'll watch and hopefully get a couple great ideas for being able to take care of yourself and support your body and your mind during a season that is just doing its thing. It doesn't mean to be pulling you down, and if it does, well, you have the means to be able to lift yourself back up. Hi, my name's Karen, and I am the director and founder of AHA Studio for Integrated Therapies, a counseling and psychotherapy practice in Pennsylvania. And today I want to talk a little bit about seasonal affective disorder. It's gone through a lot of different iterations, but really what I spoke of are the signs. When you are finding yourself particularly lethargic, and it's a little unusual, particularly if it happens every season, perhaps right after the holiday season and before spring really arrives. Perhaps it results in things like overeating, oversleeping, pulling away from social engagements, not feeling very motivated to do that much, perhaps even not getting into the kitchen and making nourishing food for yourself, but eating more packaged foods, saltier foods, things that help you feel good in the moment, but maybe it even puts on a little bit of weight, right? So the first thing to do, so many of us have bucket lists in life, things that were really exciting and big and we really want to get to, right? I want to swim with dolphins, wild dolphins in my life. But I'm not sure I'm going to be able to really do that in wintertime right now. And so instead of making a bucket list, what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite you to make a coping list. And a coping list can break down into 3 sections. So the first section is making a list of your preferred to-do list, right? Things that you absolutely love to do. In therapy, when we're working with kids, we talk about the highly preferred activities. So what are your highly preferred activities? Just grab a piece of paper, grab a pen that has a nice flow and you like the way it feels, and just put preferred to-dos and start writing in and dropping in some of the ideas. Maybe some of your preferred activities have to do with moving and exercise. So jotting down all of the things that you really love to do to get physical. Or what about things that you love to do that take you outside? Jotting down things that get you out there, right? What about things that help you and you know that, for instance, just earlier today, I was talking with a client and she said, I need just a couple minutes just to straight vent. We weren't doing anything or solving any problems. We weren't going back in, making connections to moments in history or traumas or emotional distresses in the past. She just really needed to be in the moment and vent. And so we did that. We did it across an intentional period of time and said, you know what? Go for it. What are all of the things that are really just, and this, and this, and this? It's really important to set a timeline around that, or else you can sort of spiral and end up going down the proverbial hole. But just jotting those things down, what helps you feel better when you're just allowing yourself space to get emotional, right? So just start jotting down the things that help you, that you know already help you get more comfortable and bring your mood up. I was just talking to a friend of mine the other day, and she shared with me one of the things that she does when life feels emotionally overwhelming is she just steps in and takes a shower. That sense of warm water flowing over her and just the consistency of the sensory experience makes her go, and when we can stop and take that deep, long, sustained exhale, that is the beginning of recuperating the inhale, recuperating the energy that vitalizes our life, right? So jotting down what your to-do list is. And if you want some ideas, I'm going to drop a document down below. You can click through and download it, and it's like a jump-off start. So it'll just provide a couple ideas for you. All right, so that's number one, is to create your preferred to-do list. So number two is make a list of what's important to you. So this part of the coping list is actually about your values. What makes life feel comfortable to you? For me, one of my high values is a really comfortable, nourishing environment around me. So that means no overhead lights, no loud sounds, and a lot of soft, comfortable things in wintertime. Silk, cashmere, cotton, merino wool, things that make me go, and keep me very, very warm. So what are the values that you have? It might be around your environment. It might be around how much time you spend in social space versus in personal, quiet space. What are the values? What do you value? It might be your faith or spirituality. So getting those things down, because then what that does is once you have those values and what's most important to you, then you can look at each one of those and see, are there any things in that list that then could inspire add-ons to your coping to-do list? So the third one is to add to your coping list is a cascade and a list of the things that you dream of coming up in the year ahead. So what are goals or things that you want to be able to manifest in springtime, or that you're looking forward to in summer? Or even things that you're already looking forward to and beginning to prepare for come the fall. Maybe you're planning to go off to college and starting to think about what you're going to need, and those things can end up being added to your preferred to-do list. So the three things, your highly preferred to-do list, and you get as many of those down. And then second, the list of things that you value. And third, the things that you dream of manifesting in the future. And from list number 2 and list number 3, you can go and you can pull those things over into that preferred to-do list. So just a simple invitation to take really deep care of yourself. Then, once you have that list, I suggest writing it in your absolutely best handwriting, if you have really good handwriting, or if you have handwriting like mine, maybe jumping on and creating a really nice visual on Canva perhaps, or even in a Word document, and then print it out or write it out and post it someplace that when you're really feeling that sense of internal blues, you can go to your list and you can say, what can I do for the next 15 minutes? Set all of the work or school to-dos aside and give yourself a 15-minute preferred to-do task to do. And with that, I hope that this brings you inspiration. And if it does, then I am on the mission that I'm here to do, which is to help create a happier, healthier, and kinder world. See you next time. Bye.